Hello everybody, this is Jordan Biordi with CG Magazine, and today we are looking at Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. I've been playing this a little bit. I'm into the, I guess you could call it the first chapter, officially. The first, the first area, the first part of the game is kind of the tutorial. And so I'm just going to give you a little taste of, how the game plays, some of the combat, and yeah, so here I am with my my Palamu monster. I'm joined by my friend here, Alwyn, and we are going to just right now we're in a little bit of a quest. We are main story quest. We're looking for some kids who have been lost. This game, if you missed out on the first one, kind of like I did, there are some interesting elements to this game. The way that you use your monster or your monstie, as it were, to, get through various obstacles. Right now, my Palamu doesn't really do anything. I'm being beset on all sides here by monsters. So why don't we just jump in really quick? I wanted to explore just a little bit, but we're gonna start off with the little combat showcase. So here we go. We got a surprise attack on them. You can approach monsters in different ways. It's sort of RPG rules, Undertale, or not Undertale, Earthbound rules where you can sort of get surprised attacked. Now I believe these well, right now it doesn't really matter. So you can see you have the skill wheel where the way you attack affects the way that you're gonna succeed in a monster battle, just because you go head to head with certain monsters, but we'll probably see that in just a second. Thankfully, this Lagania is very, very powerful. So right now, this monster wants to go head to head with my Palamu. I believe it's going to use a power attack. So, or maybe it uses a speed attack. So I can't remember. It's part of this game is sort of paying attention to monster patterns and seeing how they attack. I'm gonna go ahead and chance it. No, I knew it. So yeah, so it was a power attack. So it's gonna lose the head-to-head now. Hopefully, this guy will get defeated before before that even happens. We're a little strong for these guys, and that's just a little taste. That was just a little quick taste of combat. It'll get more interesting, to be sure. This game does play very much like Monster Hunter in that way, where after every monster encounter, you sort of you get materials that you can use to craft different weapons and different armor sets. It doesn't really play like as much as it does play by traditional RPG rules. Like, you still get experience and level up. You still have to sort of craft armor and. All right, let's keep moving here. We're looking for some kids. Ooh. Azuros. We don't want to get involved. And a Tetsukabra. Oh my god, this is just a veritable monster smorgasbord over here. We got a little monster den in here. Okay, we'll show off the monster den while we're here too. So these, you come into these little areas. Sometimes there's monsters in them. Sometimes there isn't. They're sort of like, semi-randomly generated. And once you get to this little area here, we got a monster over here. Nabaru's telling us not to wake up the monster. We're gonna try not to. You can sneak, but I don't think it does anything. I think it just makes you slow. So we come up here and we try to pick up an egg. And Navaru will tell us if it smells really good and if it's heavy, then it's a good quality egg. This is normal, but it doesn't smell very good. Also, I believe that was a Palamu egg. This is a Great Jaggy egg. And so what Navaru is telling us here is, if we stick around for too long and we keep messing around with the eggs, we have a chance to wake up the monster, and then we'll have to engage in a battle. Ooh, I don't know what this egg is. Let's get me out of here right now. And now all we gotta do is just carry this egg out past the threshold here, and it will be ours. And then we can take it back to our monster hatchery and get a new monstie. Perfect. All right. We got a little chest over here too. Perfect. Ooh, herbivore stimulant. Excellent. So one of the other criticisms about the original Monster Hunter was sort of how the like monster building worked, and ways to sort of open up slots that were unavailable was sort of done through these stimulants that were very unattainable in game throughout the main quest. This Monster Hunter 2 Stories 2 reworked the stimulants so you can buy them from a special palico, provided that you have these like special currency that you can find in these like things called Everdens. It's pretty easy to get, and it really does help balance the game a lot and make the monster like gene sort of like creation a lot more fun. But we'll get into that in a sec. Oh, that must be it. Someone finally came to find me. Thanks for saving me. Possum, everybody's... Wait, we're still one short. Where's your friend? I lost track of him by the pond. He said he'd go call for help and ran off before I could catch up. Near the pond. I hope he hasn't run into any monsters. Come on! Ugh. I was just by that pond. Excuse me, don't mind me. Oh, luckily it's right here. Oh, we can really hear that in the distance. This is the pond, right? Where's the last kid? There he is. Perfect. Ooh, things are about to get interesting. Got a cutscene.
Lutu のものはよく迷子になるからな。レドと何度探しに行ったことか。
レドじいちゃんとも迷子を探しに行くなんて、アルマって案外面倒見がいいんだな。そういえば、お父ちゃんから聞いたことがあるにゃ。村に帰れなくなった時、二人が探しに来てくれたって。おーい、アイリュウたち！まったく、どこに行っちゃったんだろう。
手間のかかる。モンスターが近くにいる。青柱だ。だいぶ興奮しているな。
違う。興奮しているだけじゃないと思う。何をそんなに怒っているんだろう。待って。
子供？
そっか。子供を守ろうとしていたんだね。大丈夫。その子は傷つけないよ。こら、お前たち、どこで何をしていたんだ？
蜂蜜を少しもらおうとしたら、青柱のママに3日間も追いかけ回されたんだにゃ。
とにかく怪我がなくてよかった。みんなで村に帰ろ
う。レド、お前どうやって子供がいることを見抜いた？
モンスターの声を聞いたんだ。
モンスターの声？ お前やっぱり変だな。
人間なのにモンスターの声が聞こえるなんて変わったやつだったんだな。ライダーさんのじいちゃんは。
子供とアイルーたちを後ろに。モンスターだ。
All right, now we got us a real boss battle here. Duramboros, the mountain of a monster. So now things are gonna get a little interesting. We're gonna have to play this one out by ear. I've never fought this guy before. I can already tell that I think blunt instruments is probably gonna be a little bit better. I think it's gonna go power. So maybe we want to switch to our fast monster. My only concern is that he's not very strong. He's a little underleveled. This is the monster that was given to us at the start of the game by our friend. Let's start by working the legs. Ah, I knew it. So doing these double attacks is also very useful too because it fills the little kinship gauge at the bottom. And once we do that, if we fill it all the way, I mean that's what we use to use our like skills. But if we do that, we can also ride our monster during the battle, and that gives us access to a lot of other advantages. Ooh, so okay, so blunt instruments are not useful against the legs. That might be where slashing comes in. I imagine a blunt weapon would probably be better against the body. But so you can kind of see too, one of the things about fighting new monsters is you don't get to know their health. It's kind of an interesting thing. It does make it feel very much like a proper Monster Hunter game. But it's just another one of the ways that this game sort of like keeps you on your toes and sort of makes you pay attention during the fight and know what you're doing. Otherwise... Now it's interesting too that you can also like double team with other people's monsters and it fills their kinship gauge as well as yours. Alright, so now that we're ready to ride, let's hop on Ranmar here. And it wants to do a head-to-head with us. So we're gonna do Velocicrush would be our big super attack. But we're gonna do speed attack instead. Yeah, let's keep working the legs. Because for every successful head-to-head that you do while riding a Monstie, you get, like, you increase the strength of your big power attack. Ooh, that did a little damage to us, too. Alright, so now it's enraged. So now it's going to change up its attack pattern. So using speed attacks isn't going to be useful anymore. But what I want to do here is, first I want to just heal up a little bit. And now I got to see too. It's going to use a technical attack against I'm guessing one of these guys because it wasn't against me. But at least now we know that it's using technical attacks instead of power attacks, so we should switch up to power. And let's keep working the legs. Yeah, so sometimes you still take damage during a head-to-head, even if you win. Sometimes you don't. It sort of depends on the monster you're fighting. I kind of want Alwyn to fill up his kinship gauge. Because then we can do a really big double strength attack. It seems like it's... Yeah, it's going to do a special move, so it's not really a proper head-to-head. I thought maybe we could get lucky. Oof. But I think we were able to... Yeah, see, and throughout the fight too, they give you little hints about how to face it. But here we go. Now we're ready. So we're gonna use our kinship skill here together, and this is gonna do big damage. Boosh. 793 damage. And even that wasn't enough. But let's stay on the offensive here. Let's but you know what? I don't have any or you know what? I think oh no, I don't have any energy. Okay, let's just go hard with a big slasher. Yeah, I thought so. See, so we now know too that slashing weapons aren't effective against the body. We're gonna have to switch back over to our big old club. This would probably be a fun monster to get. Ride around on this giant thing. Alright, let's switch over to our club. And what was it doing before? It was doing technical attacks? Or no, power attacks. Then I got lucky with Shulk over here. So at least it's got my back, you know, whereas Ranmar doesn't always fight by my side. But we're doing really good here. All it really takes is just paying attention during the fight. Once you sort of stop paying attention, then things can go downhill quickly. Which I guess is true of, like, regular Monster, or mainline Monster Hunter as well. And then also we have these power clashes, so sometimes it's like, you know, you have to mash A, or you rotate the stick, depending on sort of the monster you're facing, and I guess the type of attack that you're doing, but, they differ, and they're pretty easy to win, if I'm being honest. But it adds a little level of dynamism to the fight, which is very nice. I think this will break the this might. Oh no, I thought maybe I'd put him down, but apparently not. Should I wait for him? I think I should, but you know what? He's not attacking us right now, so... You know what? Maybe I can even use, a skill here. Some light elemental damage, non-elemental damage. Fairly high chance for a critical hit. You know what? Let's do it. We're in level 2 anyway. I need him to go up just one more... Oof. Oh, that was a big one. So as you can see at the bottom of the screen too as well, we also have 3 hearts between the two of us. That's not 6 total, we each get 3, and it kind of does play similar to, you know, standard Monster Hunter. If you die 3 times in a battle, you lose the fight and you get sent back to, you know, the town. Or you just have to sort of start over. So, you know, it does give you some chances. It's, you know, there have been a couple times where I've gone down. And again, it's, you know, just in moments where I genuinely just wasn't paying attention. So wait, it was doing technical, so I need to do speed here. Unless it does, a big... Oh, I don't have power. That's right. That's the downfall of using the big old power attacks. They do a lot of damage, but then you don't have any power left over, and that can cause some serious problems. So, but luckily we know that this isn't hit. Ooh, Ranmar. Oh, Ranmar. Do I have enough power? I don't have enough power for anything. Alright, we're just gonna have to go for it. the you know, the big club, so every weapon has a sort of different, like, you know, style for how it sort of builds energy. The club, you know, every time you do a successful head-to-head, you charge up the gauge by 1. The, you know, the two-handed, the great sword, it just gives you, there are skills that will charge your meter, and then, you know, once you do that, you can, use more powerful charge attacks. The bow, as you can probably have seen Alwyn using, I gotta heal my monster. You can charge it, you can spend a turn to charge, and then once you're... Oh my god, I just healed myself by accident. Whoops! So, that's a whoopsie. Yeah, so once you charge the bow, you can gain access to, like, skills that require charge, but whether or not you use them, at the end of the turn, no matter what, you will use a big power shot. Oh, okay, you know what? Alwyn's gonna heal, is gonna heal up, my Ranmar there, so... It's back to normal, so... I need to use a power attack. Oh, damn it. Speed. See, again, I wasn't really paying attention. I was thinking about, you know, when it got enraged, and... I, could have won a head-to-head there, but instead I didn't. Oh, is this guy gonna go down or what? Okay, he's gonna do that. I'm gonna use... I could use Meteor Hammer. This will do big damage. And it's okay, because I don't really need, I don't really need to join him on that attack. He's gonna win the head-to-head no matter what. Because I'm smart, and I put out my speed monster against the big attack monster. I wonder if because I know that the sword isn't really useful, but maybe piercing might do something. I'm not totally sure. And there it is. See, if you're smart and you play wise, you too can take out a big old monster like that. That's a very, very weird thing to say at the end of a battle, but I'm cool with it. The children's laughter will ring out at the thought of this monster being dead. Alright, let's grab all these parts, because now we're going to have access to new armor sets and new weapons. Because, you know, very much like mainline Monster Hunter, like I said, you know, when you beat a monster, you open up its, like, weapon tree and its armor tree, so... But why don't we head back to the town and get a little look at the monster management. So here we are in Ruto Village. We have all our shops. We got our smithy here, who you know, and so like I was saying before, you know, it sort of works the same. We can forge weapons and armor, you know, based on the monsters that we've faced, you know, and it sort of like it works on a not necessarily like the way Monster Hunter works. It's sort of on a point system, so every part has a different, you know, value, and you can sort of use them to, you know, craft new parts while also spending money on them. Sort of the same thing with upgrading armor as well. You know, you can sort of pick the one you want, and depending on whether or not you have enough, you know, of the point value here, you can, you know, buff it up a little bit. But we can also go to our our stable here, so why don't we check this out over here? So, you know, so we can, from here we can, you know, we can put different monsties in our party, we can hatch an egg, so why don't we see what this guy turned out to be. Ooh! Apsaros. Cool, I didn't know this guy would be a monstie. These guys are typically like, you know, just like, sort of like fodder enemies. Neat. I'm gonna name you Spiko. Spikio. And this was sort of a rare monstie egg that we found in a rare den. Sometimes they spawn randomly throughout the world, rare dens. We got this. Whoa, Basarios! Oh, that's awesome! Oh, that's so cool. What was the name of that rock guy from Neverending Story? Let's just call him, Boldio. You can see there's sort of a theme with my my monstie names. Alright, and then we have the Rite of Channeling. So, what we can do here is basically take monsters. I don't have any monsters I want to sacrifice right now, so I'm not going to do it. But if, you know, for whatever monstie we have, right? So say we take our Pookie here, you know, it has a certain gene grid. This is what gives it sort of its attacks and, you know, its like abilities and strengths. And so we can sort of choose another monster here and choose a gene to take from it and give to this monstie. Doing so will get rid of the monstie that's giving up the gene. So I don't want to do this right now just because, you know, I don't want to get rid of these monsties that I have. But it sort of helps when you sort of go to various dens and keep pulling, like, you know, repeat eggs out of them. And then, yeah, then there's, you know, we can sort of use the ritual items to unlock. I don't have any of the items that are necessary in doing this. So it's because I don't have any these areas here. I think I might have one for this guy, but he doesn't have any locked slots. But this slot would only become available to me anyway once Puffo hits level 18 anyway. So then I would use that stimulant to unlock that slot and, you know, be able to make my monstie a lot more powerful. So yeah, and here we you know, we have some there's some sub-quests we can do. You know, this guy wants to see a cool outfit. So there is a lot to this game, and I've really been enjoying it. You can read my review of it. It's up on the site right now. And yeah, I would you know, I'd highly recommend it. So thanks for watching. Like I said, you can check out my written review and any other articles on cgmagonline.com. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. It's CG Magazine or CG Mag Online, depending. Just search it, you'll find it. And if you want to see more from me, you can check me out on Twitter at NinjaXJordan, or you can find me on YouTube at Ninja Jordan Reviews. But for another First 15 on CG Magazine, thanks for watching.